Hi there, this is Caroline from RightGift, and today we are going to go over creating your first campaign. So I just logged in, and this is the page that it takes me to. As you can see, I don't have any campaigns running right now. So to start one, I'm going to click on this purple button that says Create Your First Campaign. And this is going to bring me to a page where I can fill out all of the information that will actually show up on my wish list. So the first field is creating a wish list name. So this can be for ongoing needs for my organization or a specific drive that I am supporting. So I am going to start a school supply drive. And then this field over here that says end date is actually the end date for your campaign. So if you are accepting donations for ongoing needs and there isn't necessarily an end date, you don't have to put anything in this field. But if there is one for a specific campaign, that does create a little bit of urgency for people to donate. For number of lives impacted, this also isn't a required field, but it is something nice to put in. So if I know that I'm collecting school supplies for 200 students, I'm going to go ahead and put that number in here. Or you can create a rough estimate of how many people in the community are served by a donation drive or a nonprofit. So a rough guess is pretty well impacted here. The end date time zone can be changed, but I'm going to leave that as Eastern for me. The banner image is going to be the image that shows up right at the top of your wish list page. And it is something that is more horizontal than vertical. So I have this nice little image here that says school supply and backpack drive. So I'm going to upload that. And then it will show up down here with the file name once it's uploaded. The wish list description is just a short little text box underneath the image on the top of your wish list. So it is kind of nice to put in something along these lines of guiding donors as to what you're accepting donations for. So you can put something in here, and then once you're done with all of this information, make sure that you click save, or it will revert back to default. So after I put in all of that general information here, it's going to take me to the shipping address. This is the actual address where donations will be sent from the retailers. So it's very important that you put in the correct name and address here. It actually, if you put in an invalid address, then it won't take. So make sure that it is correct. And that. So the thank you message is up next. This is a nice little message that's sent to your donors once they've actually purchased an item. So if you need to put in any information about who to contact for tax deductible information, that is nice to put in here. Or just a general thank you message is always nice. Underneath all of this basic information is where you actually start adding items to your wish list. So to add something, I'm going to click on Add New Item over here. And then this is going to bring me to a catalog of items. So if you want to search amongst all of the retailers, you can click on Select All. Or if you want to be a little bit more specific, you can uncheck these. I'm going to search on Target for all of my school supplies. So first thing that we're going to look for are number 2 pencils. I'm going to click search over here, and this is going to bring me to a page with all of the items that Target has regarding number 2 pencils. So you can kind of shop around, choose mechanical or plain old number 2 wood pencils. This one seems to have the best price, so I'm going to select this item here. And now I can go in and change the quantity that I'm asking for. So if I know that I'm trying to supply school supplies for 200 students, I'm going to change that to 200 because everyone needs pencils. And for certain items, you can select any color or a specific color, which comes in handy for like backpacks or lunch boxes or other certain clothing items. I'm going to select one size because I want the 24 count pack of pencils, and then I'm going to click Save down here. Next step is to click Add to Wish List, and that's going to put it onto my wish list, so when I go back to the school supply drive campaign, it shows up down here. And then I'm just going to keep doing that for all of the items that I am looking for. And it does help if you search for specific brands that you're looking for, or you can just search generic names like backpack or lunch boxes. And I'm going to do the same thing to build out everything that I need on my wish list. And it's the same process for everything. I can also click Item Catalog once I'm done with an item, and that will take me exactly back to my search that I just had. So if you're wanting to add a different backpack of the same kind, that is kind of a nice feature here. But once I am done, I'm going to add my shipping address because I didn't add it before. Once I am done building out all of the items on my wish list, I can actually take a look at it by clicking Preview up here, and that's going to do exactly what it says. It's going to give me a preview of the wish list that I've created. So the name, the description would be under here, how many people I'm impacting, when it ends, and then show all of the items that I have added. And this is the donor facing side. So this is what they're going to see when they go to purchase items. They'll put in how many they want to purchase and then add it to their cart. So if this all looks good and I am ready to open it up to the public for donations, I'm going to click on Publish over here. And that means that my campaign is live and ready to accept donations. So one thing that I want to do to make sure that people know about my campaign and start donating is share it. So I'm going to click up here in the upper left-hand corner where it says Share Campaign. And this main link right in the middle here is the link that I want to share on Facebook or an email blast to my family and friends. It is different than the one that is up in the URL screen for me. So this is the shareable link. You can also share straight to social media. And then this is a nice little handy thing down here. Putting a button on your website. This is actually the HTML code. So we have two sizes, a small button and a large button. And if I want to add a small button to my website, all I need to do is click Get Code. And that is something that I would embed or give to someone who is running my website to add a button on there. So that is my campaign. And when I go back to the main screen, it's listed right here. So if I am also going to do a toy drive, I would just start a new campaign right again and do the same process.